She said she needed a break. Months later, when she came back thinking she could have me again, I just smiled and walked away. I thought she was my everything. We had plans, late-night talks, inside jokes, dreams whispered like promises we'd keep forever. And then, one day, she said, I need a break. I just want to feel free. I didn't argue. I just nodded. I thought it was temporary, that maybe some time apart would make things clearer. But freedom for her meant nights in clubs, flashing lights, strangers' hands in her photos online. In me, I was lying in my room, scrolling through her posts, feeling powerless, asking myself what I did wrong. For weeks, I let it crush me. I stayed up late, replaying every conversation, every laugh, every touch. I tortured myself with what-ifs. Then one night, after another sleepless evening, I realized something. Sitting in the dark wasn't going to bring her back, and it certainly wouldn't make me stronger. I started going to the gym. At first, it was brutal. I could barely lift the bar. My muscles ached. My confidence was in shreds. And that's where I met Anna. She wasn't flashy. She didn't wear bright clothes or pose for Instagram. She just trained, focused, determined, ignoring the guys who tried to get her attention. One day, she noticed me struggling with a bench press. Shift your grip. Trust me, it'll help. Her voice was calm, practical. She didn't make me feel embarrassed. It was the first time someone had looked at me and not judged me for my failures. We started talking between sets, not surface-level stuff. Real conversations, music, books, ambitions, mistakes. She listened. She laughed. She pushed me to improve, not for her, but for myself. The contrast between her and the girl I loved before was stark. One chased attention, the other gave it freely and genuinely. One made me feel desperate. The other made me feel seen. Over months, my body changed. My mind changed. My life changed. I wasn't the same person anymore. Anna was patient, steady, and somehow in sync with me in ways I hadn't realized I needed. We went on long runs, trained together, debated music, stayed up talking about things that mattered. She made me feel alive, not like I was chasing someone unattainable. Then one day, she returned. The first one. Same smile, same look, as if nothing had happened. I realized I miss you. Let's try again. For a second, a tiny part of me froze. Old feelings stirred, memories of what I thought was love. But looking at her, I realized I had changed. I no longer felt desperate or incomplete. My heart had moved on because it had found someone real. I didn't hesitate. Too late. You wanted freedom? I found love. Her face changed. Confusion. Regret. Maybe a little panic. She tried to say something, but I didn't wait. I took on his hand and we walked out of that room together. I felt the weight lift off my shoulders for the first time in years. In the following weeks, I thought about the contrast between the two. The first one had been exciting, unpredictable, intoxicating, but shallow. Anna was steady, genuine, challenging me in ways that mattered. One was drama and chaos. The other was peace and growth. I realized that love isn't about chasing someone who leaves you in pain. Love is about finding someone who stays and who helps you become better, not bitter. And every time I see the first one's posts online, I feel nothing. Not sadness, not anger, just a quiet reminder that I survived, I grew, and I found someone who actually deserves me.